exercise we had yesterday?
Done it. Let me just show you.
Yeah, I'm making you the presenter. Show you.
See my screen?
Yeah, I can see the screen. Okay, can you show the design? Small, still building, and yeah, can you increase the size? Yes. Okay, okay. Yeah, can you scroll it a little down? Okay, can you show me the code once?
Sure.
Okay, and yeah, and the line you don't have to use the name, declare the namespaces again. Line number 9 and 10, so you can remove those.
These?
And then yeah, no, not the width, just the namespace. XML, NS tools, that part. It's even for the 9th line. So we just need only once.
Okay.
So we are declaring at the parent level, then that should be, yeah, that is fine. We don't have to do it multiple times. And then tools context, okay. Yeah, even the tools context, you have it at the 7th line. So 12th line,
Yeah.
line number 12 won't have any effect. So if we don't need something, we can just remove it. Having unnecessary code, actually it will be more code to maintain. So and then
Is it
yeah, one
okay?
more backspace, okay. Yeah, line 9. So there is a namespace again, so that we don't need it.
This one?
Yes. Yeah, can you scroll down? Okay, issue height 75 and then yeah, please scroll down. Okay. Yeah, still more. More.
Let me show you in phone.
Did you enable the error while connecting to the Android restart to virtual app? Okay. So did you run it earlier in the phone,
Yeah.
or this is the first time? Okay.
No, I already am in the phone.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. We'll look at this other time. I've seen the design, right? So that's okay.
Okay, I think I got it. Can you see this?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah, for the button, it's not clicking.
Okay, okay. So for that we need some more actions, and yeah, that part I'll cover today.
Okay,
Yeah. Can you make me the presenter?
sure.
Yeah. Can you screen? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay. So I'm continuing from the part from the file which I have created yesterday. So yesterday we had
Hello, sir.
yeah, Sabita.
Actually, I'm unable to join from my computer. So I use my friend computer, so I think I cannot show the assignment today. So can I show it tomorrow for you, sir?
Okay, okay, no problem.
Yeah, okay.
And then so till now we didn't cover what we can do in this Java file, in the activity file, how we can control the layout and how we can, what all we can do here. So that part we'll be covering today. So as you can see here, if you go into each, if you click on any of these related load or anything, it's actually a Java class. So we can declare all of this here. So the corresponding class we can get whatever we write in the XML file, whatever we write in the layout file, we can actually get a reference to it here and we can manipulate it. So yeah, I'll just I'll show for relative layout, but we don't right now we won't do anything on the relative layout, but I'll just declare it and initialize it. Relative layout, I'll put this as parent. So to get a reference to the uh, current charging, I will look at it.
Hello? Hello?
Narendra, are you there?
He said his laptop got switched off, so he's
How?
working on it.
I think, okay. He want to reconnect, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, Karthik, can you make me the presenter?
Yeah.
What happened, Narendra? Are you there? Narendra?
Yes, Karthik. Yes, Karthik. Let's
Yes,
get
yes,
started.
yes, you continue. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were discussing about the Java part. So yeah, by the time it starts, let me go through this. Yeah. So the relative level. So for every all the text views and everything, we'll be able to manipulate and manipulate everything using Java. So for every attribute, we have a corresponding so we have a corresponding method in Java. So if we take this for text view, we have a attribute called text. So whatever we give in the text, we will be able to we can see the text in the actual screen on the screen. So the same thing when we can get a reference to the text view, and then we can do like text view dot set text. So for every method we have a set method or some other method to manipulate the behavior of this. So we'll go through that part, how we can manipulate it, and yeah, and one more interesting thing, how we can set the views to layouts to the view set content view in multiple ways. So we have seen one way which we'll be doing from the XML. So the same thing we can do completely directly in Java. So let the project start.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, we cannot hear you. Right now I can hear you.
Okay, okay, I was on mute. So I was just typing it. So references to views and layouts in Java. So we were at this part. So we can take a reference to it. For taking a reference to any view, we need to have an ID. So I am declaring an ID here. for this relative layout. So let the ID be so as I mentioned earlier, when we are declaring it, we will mention it ID slash and then we can give any text RL underscore. Let me give it as parent. And then so we have one method where the method is find view by ID. So with this we can get the reference to it. So we need to give the ID of the view here. And then if you see this find view by ID, the return type is actually view. It's not a relative layout. So what we need to do is we need to typecast it. So if you want the reference as a relative layout, we need to typecast it. Or if we want the reference as just a view instead of the relative layout, since relative layout is also a view, we can do something like this. So always we don't need the typecasting. We'll just do the typecasting only whenever necessary. So if we just need to manipulate on the values related to the view, we can either we can do any of this. If you want any method specific to relative layout, then we can do a typecast and get a reference to it as a relative layout, or we can do it as a simple parent. Now let's look at the XML.
I didn't get you. Can you explain again?
Okay. So ఈ రిలేటివ్ లేఅవుట్ అనేది ఇక్కడ ఉన్న మనకు ఉన్న రిలేటివ్ లేఅవుట్ రెఫరెన్స్ తీసుకోవడానికి మనం ఇక్కడ ఒక వేరియబుల్ డిక్లరేషన్ చేసుకోవాలి. సో ఫస్ట్ రిలేటివ్ లేఅవుట్ కాబట్టి రిలేటివ్ లేఅవుట్ డిక్లరేషన్ తీసుకుంటే మనం యూజ్ చేసే మెథడ్ ఫైండ్ వ్యూ బై ఐడి అనేది యూజ్ చేస్తాం. కానీ దీనికి రిటర్న్ టైప్ మనకు వచ్చేది అంటే రిటర్న్ టైప్ అంటే జావాలో ఇప్పుడు మెథడ్ నుంచి మనకు బ్యాక్ వచ్చే ఈ మెథడ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయినప్పుడు మనకు రెస్పాన్స్ లా ఈ మెథడ్ నుంచి వచ్చేది వ్యూ రెఫరెన్స్ వస్తుంది అనమాట. సో మనకు ఇది ఇండెక్సింగ్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత నేను యాక్చువల్ మెథడ్ ఆ మెథడ్లోకి వెళ్ళొచ్చు. ఇండెక్సింగ్ అవ్వట్లేదు. ఒకసారి మీ దగ్గర సిస్టమ్ ఆన్ చేసింది కాబట్టి మీరు ఒకసారి సేమ్ మెథడ్ టైప్ చేసి ఇక్కడ ఫైండ్ వ్యూ బై ఐడి మీద క్లిక్ చేయండి. క్లిక్ చేస్తే దానికి రిటర్న్ టైప్ వ్యూ అని ఉంటుంది. సో రిటర్న్ టైప్ అంటే ఈ ప్లేస్లో ఉన్నదాన్ని రిటర్న్ టైప్ ఉంటుంది. మెథడ్కి యాక్సెస్ మాడిఫైయర్ పక్కన ఉండేది రిటర్న్ టైప్. సో ఈ మెథడ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయిన తర్వాత మనకు వాయిడ్ అని ఉంటే రిటర్న్ టైప్ ఏం లేదని. సో మెథడ్ నేమ్ పక్కన మెథడ్ నేమ్ ఈ ఆన్ క్రియేట్ మెథడ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయిన తర్వాత మనకు రిటర్న్ లో ఏం రాదు రెస్పాన్స్. బట్ ఫైండ్ వ్యూ బై ఐడి మెథడ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయిన తర్వాత మనకు రిటర్న్ లో వచ్చేది ఒక వ్యూ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ రిటర్న్ లో వస్తుంది. సో ఈ పర్టికులర్ మెథడ్ కి మనకు వచ్చేది దీని రెఫరెన్స్ వస్తుంది. ఈ మొత్తం లేఅవుట్ ఉంది కదా, ఈ మొత్తం లేఅవుట్ వస్తుంది. సో ఒకవేళ మనం దాన్ని వ్యూ రెఫరెన్స్ కాకుండా రిలేటివ్ లేఅవుట్ లా కావాలి అనుకుంటే మనము దాన్ని టైప్ కాస్ట్ చేసుకోవాలి. టైప్ కాస్ట్ అంటే ఇక్కడ ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ వ్యాలిడ్ టైప్ కాస్ట్ మనం చేసేసుకోవచ్చు. సో నేను రిలేటివ్ లేఅవుట్ లోకి టైప్ కాస్ట్ చేస్తున్నాను కాబట్టి టైప్ కాస్ట్ అంటే దాని టైప్ ఇక్కడ మార్చడం. సో ఇక్కడ మెన్షన్ చేస్తా మీరు ఈ టాపిక్స్ జావా వెబ్సైట్స్ లో కానీ ఇక్కడ డాక్యుమెంటేషన్ లో కానీ చదవండి. మెథడ్ రిటర్న్ టైప్ అండ్ దెన్ టైప్ కాస్టింగ్. సో మనం ఏదైనా ఇట్లా మార్చాలి అని అనుకుంటే ఒక వ్యూని ఇంకో వ్యూ లాగా మార్చాలి అనుకుంటే టైప్ కాస్ట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. అండ్ దెన్ సిస్టమ్ రెస్పాండ్ అవ్వట్లేదు.
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, we cannot hear you.
Yeah, give me a minute. So today is like a bad day. Even
Seems like
Yeah.
it's a bad day.
yeah, the Android Studio is not responding. So even the Notepad application is not responding. Yeah, I think it's better to close the class today and we'll continue this topic tomorrow.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, I want you to just do one thing. I thought you know about the Java concepts already. Looks like yeah, you don't. Yeah, you have still something to learn. So can you go through this typecasting method, return type, and then this.
Hello? Hello?
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, we lost you.
Okay. So can you go through these things, method, return type, typecasting, and so if you don't know already, then what's the difference between extents and implements, and then what is an abstract class, what is an interface. So yeah, so if the system responds properly, then let's continue, or else let's continue for some more time. But please go through these things. Yeah, I'll send you the text document like every day. I'll forward to you directly.
Sure.
Yeah. So the view information, element information is not available during the index. So indexing is taking a lot of time. So the IDE is available. So now let's take a reference to the text view. Or text view, or yeah, we'll take a reference to the edit text. So again, as I said, whatever we can do on a edit text, we can do it on text view, because text view is the parent of edit view, edit text. So I'll take a reference to edit text, and then EP I have given it as TV1. So this is the variable name I am giving. This is my style of giving. I'll have a reference to. So the first two letters or one letter will give me information about what type of view is this, and then next information will give me which view is this. So and then this next letters I'll base them based on this ID. So this is my style, but you can follow your own style, but just maintain a consistent style, because whoever is reading your code, it should be, or else if you go through the code after few more days, you should be able to understand. If your coding style is not consistent, then you only won't be able to understand what you write. And then when you go into a real-time project, so the coding standard, they'll define a coding standard in the application itself. So you need, so how to declare a variable and how to write these IDs, how to mention these IDs, what's the naming convention. So they might have their own coding style. So you need to follow that. And then for now, yeah, this is TV1. Again, since this one is we need it as an edit text and doing edit text. So if you see this edit text, okay, the indexing is not yet over. So I'll go through the documentation once, edit text documentation. Edit text Android. So we'll go through what are all the methods we have. In tomorrow's class, we'll continue the same topics since we didn't get enough time to go through this. We'll do the same session tomorrow. We'll go into more details. Today even the internet is slow.
Yeah.
Open one more
Yeah.
instance of,
It's a bad day today.
yeah. My day started now. Yeah. So if you see this, we have a method called setText. So even in the edit text, we can do something like, so if we want to have anything like a default text. So when we write hello one here, and when we open the app, we'll have it as a default text inside the app. In the same way, if we want to, yeah, in runtime, we might want to change the value, or we might want to have a default text, but instead of doing that, we can do the same thing in Java itself. So as I said, the onCreate method will get executed when we have this, whenever we open the activity. So that is the first activity, that is the first method it will run in the activity. And then once the onCreate method is done, and when onStart is over, and when we come to this onResume, that is the point when we get this visibility on the screen of the activity. So by the time we see the screen, this onCreate method will be executed. So instead of having this, instead of having the text, the Android text in the XML, we can have the same thing here. Edit text ept1 dot set text. So we'll use it based on the reference. We'll use this method set text, and we can set the method. And then if we want to, whatever value is already available in the edit text or inside the text view, if you want to get it, we can use a method called get text. And then if you see this method get text, it's not a string, it's an editable. So, and editable again, it's yeah. So editable is an interface based on cat sequence. If you know about cat sequence, it comes from Java. So it's something similar to string. So what you can do is you can simply typecast it to whatever you get in getText. You can simply typecast it into a string, or you can do a toString method. You'll have a toString method. So this is working here. So I can do the method like this: ev1 dot set text. Since it is indexing, I'm not getting the intelligence to show me the method types. So instead of having this one here, I can do it here. Let me mention it as hello to, and then whatever the value is set, if you want to get the information again back, so string et tv1 okay, tv1 string is equals to, you can have it as et tv1 dot get text. So this will give me a return type as, so these are the return types here in the Java document. In this documentation, these are the return types. These are the method names, and whatever we have in the brackets, we need to pass that information to the method. And this part we have two parameters here: cat sequence as a text and text view buffer type. So we need not worry about this text view buffer type now. So we won't need this. It has a default value already, so we don't need to worry about this. We can only send, we have one more method, set text of just cat sequence. So we can use that method, and then yeah. So that one we can, yeah, we are just doing this one, set text of hello to instead of this cat, instead of this text view buffer type. So, and if you see this get text, the return type is editable. So when I write this one, I'll get an error. I'll get a compilation error. So to convert it to string, so here, similar to what we did to the relative layout, we can do a typecast like this, or let me give this numbers as 2. Or we can do a toString. So here, out of this line number 23 and 24, so if you are able to see, this is the line number 23, and then this is the line number 24. So out of these two, we need to choose a better one. So we'll go with this toString method, because typecasting is like a costly operation when you do it when you check it in the Java performance and everything. When you check the performance difference will be very less. But if you take it as a large scale, or if you are running the app in a low memory situation, then you can see the difference. So out of this 23 line and 24 line, converting the editable to toString using this method, converting it to the string. This is a better option instead of the typecast. So whenever you have a chance, and whenever you have other ways to do something instead of a typecast, avoid typecasting. So, but when we need these references, actually we need the typecasting. So this one we can't avoid. So we'll have to live with this problem. But wherever else we can have other way to do it, we'll use that way. So here I'll just mention it as recommended way. So I'll share the document with you. And then similarly, even for a text view, if we have a text view, yeah, and then since edit text is also a text view, so you can do the same thing with the text view. TV, I'll mention it as TV1. and then TV1 is equals to find view by ID. So get text and set text are very common methods we use. So I am just going through those methods, but we have so many other manipulations which we can do. We can manipulate on the size, text, color, and everything. So this one we need typecast. And then here string TV1 string is equals to, we can have the same method here, TV1 dot, we can do a set text, or let me do here get text. So we need to see if the get text for this is a string or any other editable or something. As far as I know, it's a string, so we don't need a typecast here. And then if you want to, let's suppose if you want to change the color of the text view, what we'll do is TV1 dot, yeah, I'll go through the documentation and I'll open the documentation here. So one thing you need to be doing is you need to learn how to check and how to see the documentation. So since Android is not written by you and me, some people have designed this Android and they have written the documentation. So to learn everything, documentation is the best way. So whatever we need, whatever methods, so what are the capabilities and everything, we can always go through this documentation. So let me come down. So yeah, when you come to this place, you can always see what are the possible values of XML attributes we can have, and a brief documentation. And then if we click on this, we'll go through a detailed documentation of a particular attribute. So and then text view. Yeah. So the corresponding Java methods we can have here. So in the detailed documentation also, suppose this one Android text color. If you see here, Android text color, the same thing, whatever we can do in text color, we can do the same thing using set text color. But instead of giving the RGB value, here we give something called a color state list. So this is, yeah. So this is a way to give the colors in Java. So since we have a string here, we have color state list, which is like a Java representation of the colors in Java in Android. So yeah, text in color is selectable, whether the text is selectable or not. So and then the text size, which we have seen already. So here we can just give a float value here, and we can manipulate the text value. So yeah. So here we can do methods like set text color, and we need to give a color state list here. So yeah, when the indexing comes, I can show how to get the color state list from the XML colors. So right now I'll go through this set text color, set text size, which takes a float value. So we can have a float value as yeah 1.0f. So for floats in Java, we mention a character in character like this, or else if we mention this as just 12.0, it will take it as a double instead of float. We can either have this, or we can directly have a integer value. It will internally convert into float, and we don't have to worry about the conversions. We can either have this, or we can either do this. We can set an int value, or float value. Yeah, so one more topic you need to check about is primitive types in Java. Okay. So let's end the class for today, but we'll go through the same topics again tomorrow, and how to, yeah, I wanted to show how to have actions on the buttons also. So we'll go through the topic also tomorrow. So for now, for today, only this topic. Yeah, just read the some Java tutorials about this one. What are the method return types, typecasting, and the differences between extents and implements, and yeah, these parts. And I'll share you the document, and I'll share you this code itself. So just try this code and see the difference. See what you can do with the edit text and text view. About the button and other views, we'll have it tomorrow. We'll take it up tomorrow. So do you have any questions now, Yasir and Sabika?
No, sir.
Okay. So yeah, okay. Then we'll meet then tomorrow. I'll send you these files now.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Yasir. Bye.